striving to create social change through peaceful protests gathered in Northeast Portland this afternoon. The I Choose Love event featured Black leaders and took place at Irving Park, while another demonstration in Southeast Portland took on a much different tone by the time it wrapped up. Our Jennifer Dowling is live now with a wrap-up of what happened across Portland this afternoon and now tonight along the waterfront. Jennifer.
That's right, Jacqueline. There are maybe 70 to 80 protesters right now that are marching around Portland. And I don't know if you can see them from this vantage point. They just marched by us, and then Portland police drove by announcing on their PA system that they didn't want people vandalizing the courthouse, and that kind of activity would not be tolerated. So that was on the LRAD system. The police drove by on NATO. We saw people marching from NATO over kind of toward the courthouse area, the Justice Center area, and the Portland Police Bureau headquarters. We hear them on the megaphones, and we hear them marching and chanting at this time. Now today, the I Choose Love group kicked off an event with leaders hoping to move Portland forward without protests that destroy the city. Take a listen.
There has to be a different message. There has to be a change.
Noah Battle II says the I Choose Love group believes that peaceful assembly is the hallmark of social justice. The coalition is made up of thinkers, professionals, and athletes hoping to make a difference.
Portland, the rest of our city, the rest of our country, has been in a tremendous amount of turmoil, so much destruction, so much violence. Understandably, because of the pandemic, and then the economic collapse, and then the terrible murder of Floyd, and so it just erupted.
Battle says the group hopes to push for the social change protesters want to see, but in a nonviolent way.
We have to go a different direction, and what we have to do is fight the darkness with light. We have to fight the hate with love.
Also Sunday afternoon, supporters of Aaron J. Danielson gathered by the area where he was shot and killed near Southwest 3rd and Alder. Jay died on the day a caravan of Trump supporters rolled through Portland. Chandler Pappas, a friend of Danielson who was with him that night, was also at Sunday's event. The man who was the main suspect in Jay's death was ultimately shot and killed in Washington by members of a federal task force. During Sunday's gathering, it appeared as if people with left-leaning and right-leaning ideologies got in some heated discussions in the streets. Some people reported being maced or hit with pepper spray. We checked in with Portland police about the situation Sunday afternoon. Sergeant Kevin Allen said patrol was monitoring the event, but no arrests were made at that point. He said PPB would send out more information if that changed.
And back out here near the waterfront, again, protesters had met here earlier in the night, and they are on the march. They just marched across NATO toward the courthouse area, toward the Portland Police Bureau area. So we're going to try to follow them and bring you some updates coming up here on KOIN and KOIN.com as well. Back to you.